teachers, and welcome to part 2 of how to use SchoolAi effectively. Today we're going to be looking at the second pillar of SchoolAi, and that is the assistance button. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, the way that you can think of the assistants is having another person with you to talk through ideas, help you organize, and keep you focused. So, for example, we do have the co-teacher, right? So it's like having another teacher there with you to bounce ideas off of, come up with ideas, things like that. And then, of course, we have these different assistants. How to use AI. This might be a really useful one if you need some extra help with SchoolAi. Common Core expert, curriculum coach, a digital literacy coach. If you ever wish that you just had one of these people with you right away, this would be the place to go. So let's start with co-teacher. We're going to go ahead and just hit chat. This is the one that it's going to feel very familiar if you've ever used ChatGPT. It's quite similar. It's just been focused down to be the kind of assistant that you would expect. So from a co-teacher, you could get really specific with it and say, let me get rid of that. So with the co-teacher, you can get really specific with it, and you can say, I'm an 11th grade health teacher. Can you help me plan a lesson and activity ideas for, let's say the circulatory system? You go ahead and enter that in. You'll notice that it actually saves your chat over here on the right so that you can come back to it. You can share this chat with someone else. So if it had something useful in there that you want somebody else to kind of explore and look at, you can share that with them. You can change the name of it to help you remember it better, or just delete it for later. And if you need to start on a new topic, you can just go ahead and hit the new chat button and you'll move on to the next piece. So you can see here it's generated a general lesson plan for me with objectives, the different materials that I'm going to need, as well as a lesson outline. And then we also have some activity ideas. Now, this could be, let's say, for example, I like this virtual heart dissection. Where could I find something like that? Where could I find a website for the... I'm just going to copy this for the virtual heart dissection activity. And it does remember what you've been talking about, and so it's able to reference back to what it said or what you said, and voila, I've got a couple of example websites that I could use for this virtual heart dissection. So you can see if you're ever needing an ideas person or somebody to, refine your teaching or your ideas, the assistance tool is a really good way to do it. For example, if I want to make sure that my lesson is aligning with the standards, in fact, maybe let's do that right now. Let's have ChatGPT check itself, right? So I'm just going to actually copy all of this and then come back to the Common Core expert. How well does this lesson align to 11th grade Common Core standards? I'll paste that in. And then this says that it aligns with several of the standards. And here we go right here. It's got quite a few of the English ones. Let's see. Oh, and here are my science standards. Okay. And there you go. We've got our alignment suggestions, how we could kind of change it to I guess the circulatory system might not be in 11th grade standards. So there you have it. Looks like this particular lesson might need to be aligned a little bit more for science. It does talk about using systems and system models, which can relate to the circulatory system. So I may want to consider realigning that if I'm a science teacher. If I'm an English teacher, things are great. My students have something to write about and to research. Um, Now, always keep in mind whenever using any AI tool, whether it's SchoolAi or something different, is that chat can make mistakes. So you're going to want to double check the information in here, make sure that it is good and proper and aligns with what it is you need to be teaching. That concludes part 2 of our SchoolAi training. I hope this has been useful for you. Go ahead and get out there and get some assistance. We'll see you in the next one.